Greetings, beautiful beings. Here is a message for the month of March. So every month we share some Pleiadian teaching. Now, let's first look at what kind of the energy we are dealing with before we go into the teaching. So the March energy is very heavy, very dense, and all of you that I'm hearing from, they are experiencing this heaviness coming against us. It's almost feel like we come to this new door and we hit this door with just a flat face because the door is closed and it's so hard to push through. There's a lot of fears coming up. The fears, I want you to know this, are not really coming from the past. When you experience this fear and the anxiety, stop yourself and ask, are they coming from the past? Is there something repeating that happened in my life, that I'm repeating one of my patterns? Is that the source of my fear and anxiety? Or am I afraid from the unknown, from the future? Now, I bet you that majority of your answers will be that you are afraid of unknown and what the future has to bring, because there is a lot right now going on. Now, we are in these very exciting times of the changes. As I said in the several videos, and many other people saying the same things, we are in the greatest shift of our times. These 10 years that we are right part of right now are the years that we have a ability to shift the future, to change our destiny. Now, this window opens probably once in the 2,000 of years. So it's just very intuitive talk. I don't really have a research to back me up on this, but that's how it feels. That every 2,000 years, the soul group of the beings of the light comes together in the bigger numbers, and they create a shift in the destiny of the earth, because we believe we believe that we can make this world a better place, and we believe we do honestly believe that we can shift maybe the natural or predestined outcome of the doomsday of the earth. I think that's why we keep coming back here and keep trying and trying and trying until we prove that this can work. So let's just focus on one day at a time right now, or 1 month at a time on this March. So what you are facing is the energy of the future, energy of the unknown. Now, if I'm correct, and this is happening every 2,000 years, we don't really have a big guidance for this. All the spiritual books and the teaching we have are really helping us to deal with the past, overcome our traumas, overcome our suffering, and choose a better kind of the willpower and unconditional love that get us through all these things. But we are not really trained to face our future. We know that we have to take a leap of faith, that it's okay to walk into unknown. But when you walk into unknown, you are facing this, that you are not really walking into this beautiful open meadow illuminated with the sun and future that you can see ahead of yourself. You literally walk into the dark cave once again. Now you walk into the dark cave, into the past, face all your traumas and the suffering and whatever happened to you. And for the future comes the same way. So there is something that is predestined future. Your soul have create a soul contract for this lifetime. And according to your soul contract, everything is set, right? But if you look in all the ancient books, it says that this future is not set in the stone. So how is it possible that we set our soul contract with the predestined future, yet when we are here in the human body trying to figure out how all this is work, who have we been, what are our abilities, how to cultivate the beautiful soul energy within us so we can actually increase our abilities? And then there's part of it is, how do we figure it out? How to change the soul contract. So our soul have left, let's say, 2 pages empty in our book of life. And it also wrote several pages in the pencil. So you can take, metaphorically, you can take eraser and you can erase what it is that's supposed to happen to you. And you can rewrite it in the story, what you would like it to happen. Now, there is a rule when you're rewriting your book of life and you're rewriting your soul contract. There are many fancy words that you can call it, but you are literally talking about the same energy. So when you are rewriting your destiny, it has to be not only for yourself. It cannot be self-centered. It has to be centered to be in a service, to that your change will assist at least one more person in the life changes as well. So just to keep that in the mind. And when you start dreaming, dream how your action affect everybody around you, how if you change your life affects everybody around you. Now this goes very much in the positive way, in the negative way, right? Because we are living in the world of the earth, of the beautiful three-dimensional world of duality. The duality means that every energy, every action has a reaction here. Every energy has two parts, positive and negative. So that brings us to choices. Once you come to this moment and you says, okay, I am facing with this heaviness of in my life, almost giving me this anxiety or the depression, make me feel all afraid. I just want to crawl in my bed, cover myself with a blanket and sleep. I have a choice to either stay in that bed, put the blanket over my head, watch more Netflix and stay where I am and just continue in my predestined kind of the state what I have written for myself up there a while ago, or I'm gonna get off my bed, I'm gonna get shower and dressed, and I'm going to be bold. Universe likes bold people. Universe will reflect you whatever it is that you want. You want to be more in the bed, it's going to help you with that. You want to get out and find your willpower to change your life, it's going to help you with that. That is what this window is about. There are no literally big set rules for all of this, except that whatever you do should be in the assistance of the others. Because if you're gonna take a highway and use your self centered kind of the grateful energy, that's what's gonna come in the bigger picture as well. So we are talking about this, be in the service of the humanity, because that's where we are. And on the side note, you can be in the service to humanity with anything that you do. I always keep repeating it all, because it's important. It doesn't mean that you have to be just a psychic and healer. You can take care of the animals, wild animals, children, be baker, be doctor, be librarian. Anything can be centered to be in the assistance of others. So how do you do it? You open the doors of the infinite possibilities. Now I share about it in my book, Pleiadian Code 2, Cosmic Love, whole big chapter about it. Now, here I will quickly summarize it for you. Once you decide that you are done with the life like you have it, that you are done with all these triggers and pre-written book of the life, what you have done for yourself, you says like, oh my God, this is the life, this is where I'm stuck, this is my patterns, this is my cage that I have created for myself. I want different. I want to find a door out of this cage or out of this house, and I want to create a different life. I want to be a reality writer. So there are 3 doors that you can open. Of course, there are many more, but we're going to talk about the 3 doors. Now, your 3 doors have a particular places in your body. 2nd chakra would be your orange door. Green chakra is your green door. 6th chakra is your dark blue door. Now, these particular chakras are heavily influenced by your soul energy. So it's easy to go through your soul energy and look at your possibility. Once you are willing to change your life, that is the energy of your first door. That is the energy of the orange color. So you walk literally in your second chakra. You imagine that you go through this orange door into this most amazing world that you can create, whether it's the garden or the city or your house, whatever it is that you like to dream about, and what helps you to create this kind of the reality where you can dream, because this is the place to dream and imagine. If you could write your book of life, if you could today write your new soul contract very consciously as where you are, who you are, what would you write? If you have a freedom to write whatever it is that you want, how it would look like. So you sit there and you dream and you imagine. Now, when you says, okay, I really would like to write it in the way, what is my life mission? Eva, what is my life mission? Why somebody just doesn't come up there and tell me what is my life mission? It would be much more easy to write it down. So you're gonna go back into that little child, that representation of your second chakra. And he says, what is it that I used to like when I was little? What is it that I was passionate about? Was it the driving bike, feed the animals, making the mud cakes, helping my mom or dad? Or don't look at what you were restricted from, what you could not do, what blocked you. Look what that little kid either did that brought you happiness, or would like to do that brings you the happiness, the passion that makes you really get up off that bed and says, yes, you know what, sleeping is overrated and I'm gonna do this because it makes me happy. When you do something that makes you happy, that makes you with love and joy, you bring it to anybody else out there. And so that is your dream place. That is the sitting there with your notebook and the pencil and lots of eraser, when you can start drafting the story of your life, so you can grow up to be a reality writer of your own destiny. And once you start, drafting your story, I would like you also think how your change will affect the people around you. How changing of my habits, of my moods, of my job, of my place where I live will affect my family. Is it going to affect them in the positive way or the negative way? Always look at the bigger and higher picture. If you are dreaming it with love, joy, and the happiness, it will bring the joy and love and happiness to others around you. And those who will not align to your plan will naturally leave you and find their own journey, their own path, and their own destiny. And that is okay. So it's a little bit sweet, but it's absolutely okay. So once you are done with this process, you can spend a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, because you can totally in one process walk through all 3 doors and kind of experience how is it going to feel. You're going to go to another door, kind of go on this little journey in the trip, and you're going to go to the door number 2, which will be in your green, beautiful chakra. So you go to this green door and you says, okay, what is behind this door? There's always this little feeling of there is unknown. I'm afraid, is there somebody going to judge me for the life that I had until now? And the answer is there's nobody going to judge you. It is all your world and all what you would like to do and how you would like to change. So you take your little notebook with your dreams and the ideas, and you says, okay, if I can dream it, I can do it. But if I can do it, and it's supposed to last, and it's really going to be this most amazing story of my life, right? The story of the hero's journey. I need to do it with my honesty and integrity. I cannot cheat, I cannot lie, because I would only cheat and lie of myself. That is what's going to open your second door, that green door. Honesty and integrity and willingness to do hard work. And it doesn't mean that you have to accomplish it, but completely hard work and everything is accomplished with a hard work. It can be with the most easy and fun part of your way. What I mean is that you become a doer. So The green door opens the source of the knowledge and the wisdom. To accomplish your dreams, you need to gather your knowledge, your wisdom from this lifetime and from perhaps the past lifetime as well. When you open this door and you says, okay, I want to own a bakery because I always dream about owning the bakery and sharing my amazing baking skills with everybody else and feed the community. Then I have to do my research. I have to perhaps, utilize my knowledge and the wisdom. So if I bake my sourdough bread and I have this, the recipes that I have, the wisdom comes which one is the best. That's the wisdom, right? I tried so many times and I find that when I fine-tune this recipe, what my grandmother gave me, for example, then I make this most delicious sourdough bread that everybody's just dying for to have. That is your wisdom. I may need to do my research of how do I get the money for this bakery, where I'm gonna have it, what is the licensing and so much stuff. There's a lot of physical stuff. So literally a green door will bring your dream into reality. It's like in your book, you have written this instruction about your ideas. Then out of the pages magically appear a little seed, a seed of your tree or seed of your creation. And you take this seed and you plant it. But we all know that the seed will not grow without any kind of your physical assistance to the seed. And even if you don't do that physical assistance, there has to be physical assistance from the Mother Earth to nourishing the seeds, and from the Father, the universe, to bringing the right conditions to the seed. But if you have your own garden and you plant that seed and you just don't rely that the earth and the universe are gonna do the job for you, which may or may not happen depending on where you live and the circumstances of your soil and the water condition, you can totally help it. You can grow tomatoes in the winter, into the greenhouse, inside, in the winter kind of the areas and so much on. And the earth and the soil will work with you, and the weather that you help there to control helps you as well. What I'm trying to say here is you have to become a doer. Sitting on your butt at home or lying in your bed and crying, why is not happening? It's not gonna get us anywhere. See, this is the time of this 10 years. We don't have a time to dwell in the past. We don't have a time to cry there, what happened to me, why I'm such a victim, or how the life circumstances were not working for me. That energy is done and over. If you need to go through it, spend a day or spend a few hours with it or a little tiny time. Accept, forgive, and laugh. Love is the strongest energy that is there, that we all have. And you bring it in. And nourish your dreams, bring them to physicality. You need to take the part of your time from your day to physically invest in your dreams. If I want to lose the weight and have a toned body, I do have to put at least half to 1 hour of the day into the physical exercise. So this is where we become a physical doer. So we get that part and we come to the last door, a beautiful dark blue door. 6th chakra. Your mind, your thinking, your ideas. This is actually a really exciting door, because that's where the reality writer really solidify with the ink, the pages, the words in the pages. You need to trust. Trust to yourself, to God, to universe, to your guidance, your soul family is very important. Because if you have your dream, if you imagine something and you work super hard to making it happen, and the universe gonna send the right people on your path and right condition on your path, and send you all the signs and the symbols possible for you to grasp on and really understand, to bring this dream to through. The next step is the trust. Because if you don't trust yourself and you put yourself down and you don't trust that the universe has your back and is going to help you in the times when the stuff goes wrong, then you will have a harder time to succeed, and it's very possible that you are going to give up, because you know what, it is a long journey. It is not really a journey that can be transformed into one of the day. It's the lifestyle that we are learning to have, and that is quite really cool, but it also require our changes on our part. So you open this dark blue place and you walk in your soul memories, in the land of your soul memories, and they lead you from the Essenes, when you leave with Jesus Christ and the Mary Magdala, to the ancient Egypt, all the way back to the Atlantis, or any time in between. And you can look at there of all these amazing things you have learned, you have accomplished, the people that you healed, the inventions that you made, the countries that you led, for example. And you want to gain from these memories. Of course, you know, if you don't trust yourself, how there can be so many signs, so many symbols or anything on your journey, but if you don't trust it and you says like, oh, that's just a coincidence, oh, that is not happening, how I can be successful, I was born to be poor and sick and unhappy, then you can see as much of the goodness, as much of your past lives and the memories, but you won't be utilizing it. You won't be able to utilize it. So once you start trusting and you says, oh, I used to feed a community and now I want to have this bakery. How did we do that? What was that recipes that we have used? I have recently learned that we used to spelt bread for the fasting, which I didn't know as the well-known knowledge, but not everybody knows this. So that was this great remembrance of it, and which I can actually use in my fasting and can totally do it, I believe. So those are those little things and the pieces. Your soul memories help you to believe that, well, you have to believe in yourself. Your soul memories brings this energy of back what you used to do, so you can apply it again. It opened really this final kind of the energy when you can be the reality writer, because if you have done it in the past, you can do it in the future as well. You can write it in your book with the confidence and the self-esteem and truly believe in yourself that, yes, I can do anything. And I have so much of help up here. Now, in my soul healing class, I'm teaching this level we're looking at this level as a different kind of the dimensions. Your dreaming stage is a third dimensional energy. Your doing stage is the four-dimensional energy, because that's where we are currently. We are awakening inside of heart, and we are learning to create from our heart. So we're bringing everything through this four-dimensional energy. That's how the shift is happening. That's how the earth is moving slowly from the third-dimensional energy to four-dimensional energy. We want to make a slow kind of the shifts, so we will avoid as much of chaos and unhappiness and distress on the way. And from here, we're bringing this fifth dimensional energy from our soul memories and all those amazing places we have been connected to. We're bringing that connection with the other worlds and our memories into our physical body. So here, it's like you get an ink for your pen and you start writing it, and you bring it all in your heart and you create. And that is all I wanted to share with you for today. I will upload a meditation that we are using in the soul healing class. So I think you all can really enjoy it. And there we're gonna play a little bit more with this kind of the scenario of opening your doors of the infinite possibility. So I hope you will enjoy it. Please create. 1,000 years from now, your future selves, whenever you are in the physical body or in the astral plane or way back at home in the different planets, you will thank to yourself. You says, thank you for thinking of us. Thank you for making the future a better and possible place for all of us. So I love you. And until next time.